Alam mo, hindi ko tinanggap yung resignation ni Duque. Gusto niya nang mag-resign. Ako ang ayaw. Ilang beses ko na yan sinasabi, look, I am not accepting. Ginanong ko talaga. Look, Secretary Duque, I am not accepting your resignation. Kasi sabi ko, paglabas mo ng investigasyon na yan, unless you are cleared, no, it will stick in the mind of the people. Ito si Duque, may corruption ito. Ilang beses tinawag ng Congress. Kung gawin kaya yung freedoms from arrest, hindi mademanda. So anong gusto ninyo? Kung ang tao walang choice, hindi kayo mademanda, mura ng mura kayo, inaabuso ninyo ang konstitusyon, talagang may gusto kayong mangyari. Hindi ako nananakot. Sabi ko, ako lang mag-isa magpunta doon. Pero huwag ninyo akong saktan. Kasi kung si Lorenzana ang kunin ko, sabihin ko sa kanya na kaibigan ko man yan. Saka hindi mo yan nangurakot, hindi mo yan totoo sinasabi ninyo. Kayo lang nagpapaikot para ang tao ano ba yung Bisaya Maluya, so that the guy will just melt under intense and intensive questioning. He would run afoul with his own word. Kasi kabalik-balik. Tapos pag may nahuli na kayo, oh, kita mo?
Face shields are no longer required outdoors, except under certain circumstances. President Duterte threatens to file malversation charges against Senator Dick Gordon. The camp of Manila Mayor Isko Moreno says Senator Grace Poe was actually his first choice to be his running mate in next year's polls. The remains of artist Bree Johnson are now in Quezon City as her family prepares for her wake. And PBA action continues with the Meralco Bolts sealing a twice-to-beat advantage in the quarterfinals. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Charles Lejano. Kicking off today's newscast with President Rodrigo Duterte, saying that Filipinos no longer need to use face shields outdoors. Upon the recommendation of the Technical Advisory Group and medical experts, Duterte said the use of face shields will only be limited to certain high-risk activities. These include indoor establishments, transportation, gatherings, and other social activities.
Pwede na tanggalin sa labas. No more face shields outside. Just remember, yung bawal, yung 3 C's, crowded, closed, and close contact. Sarado, crowded kayo, tapos close contact. Yang tatlong na yan, face shield is a must pa rin. Yun ang recommendation. Labas sa tatlong limitations, pwede na hindi na gumamit. Yun ang recommendation, yun ang masunod.
President Duterte continues to launch tirades against Senator Dick Gordon. This time, the president is threatening to file malversation charges against Gordon over at the Ombudsman. The chief executive alleged that the lawmaker has yet to return the 140 million pesos flagged by the Commission on Audit during Gordon's time as SBMA chairman. Duterte also accused Gordon of keeping over 86 million pesos from his PDAF that was supposedly allocated to the Philippine Red Cross.
I will personally see to it that a case will be filed against you. Hindi nga. Yung lahat na demanda na disallow. Ito kayong lahat mga Pilipino mas sa gobyerno. Lahat kayo na naghawak na pera at one time or another in your career and wrongfully or rightfully you were placed in the status of a person whose boss was disallowed. Then you better take note of pagka dinimanda kayo, sabihin ninyo, I will only, you go to court and say, I will only go to trial if Gordon is also included.
Meanwhile, the COA itself also did not escape the wrath of the president, as Duterte questioned why the commission had not yet pressed charges against Gordon despite his issues, hinting that they may have been paid to remain silent.
Anong ginawa mo sa kaso ni Gordon? Have you filed a case against him? Or have you initiated a case against him? Or did you report this matter to the ombudsman? Kasi pag hindi, kasali talaga tayong lahat dito. That is why? Because he's a senator? O nabayaran kayo lahat dyan? Tell me.
The family of visual artist Bree Johnson says her body showed signs of struggle based on medical legal findings. And Johnson's body was brought to Quezon City last night and is set to undergo another autopsy, this time by the NBI. Ryan Ang with the story.
Artist Bree Johnson died of asphyxia or deprivation of oxygen. This is what police autopsy concluded 4 days after she was found unconscious in a hostel in La Union.
Yung asphyxia kasi, pagka maaaring manggaling sa tatlong situation, yung naghang ka, o kaya in-strangle ka, o kaya yung manual strangulation na nasa harapan mo yung tao, sinasakal ka.
They found ligature marks on the neck of the victim, but they can't say just yet if there was a foul play. Autopsy findings also found Johnson positive for cocaine.
Chain ng pusa niya. Maaring yun ang ginamit niya. Ngayon, di pa natin talaga may deklara na suicide ito or homicide case ito.
Johnson was last seen with her boyfriend Julian Ongpin, son of billionaire businessman Roberto Ongpin. He was arrested due to possession and use of cocaine. Wounds on his left arm are evident on his mugshot.
Markings na ito ay caused by nails, no? Nails doon sa CR na sinuotan niya na maliit na window door. Kasi pinasok niya si Brianna sa loob ng CR.
Local police are now questioning the order of the provincial prosecutor to release Ongpin pending complete investigation. The Justice Department also said the case may be transferred to another jurisdiction.
The apprehension of the respondent doesn't fall under any of the instances of where warrantless arrest is allowed.
Ongpin has been put on immigration watch list while a whole departure order against him is pending. For News 5, Ryan Ang, We Are One News.
Manila Mayor Isko Moreno admits that Doc Willie Ong was not his first choice for a running mate. His camp says Moreno's first choice was actually Senator Grace Poe. Here's the report.
Inahayag ko sa inyo, mga kababayan ko, sa darating na Mayo, tanggapin niyo po ang aking aplikasyon bilang Pangulo ng Pilipinas.
In his candidacy announcement in Baseco, Manila Mayor Isko Moreno recalled the challenges he faced before getting elected as local chief executive. He said everything he has now came from pure hard work.
I don't belong to a large clan. I am neither son or daughter of a president. Hindi niyo makikita sa pera ang mukha ng aking walang perang mga ninuno. Lone Ranger po ang apelyido ko sa gobyerno. Nag-iisang dumagoso sa government directory.
For political analyst Professor Clarita Carlos, Yorme will be banking on his pro-masses image and strong social media presence.
Even if you have 50 million followers in in whatever social medium, those followers, some of them are not people, by the way. They're not warm bodies, so we don't know.
For Professor Aris Arugay, Moreno seems to be taking the same path as President Duterte.
Grounded, na nandun siya kung nasaan yung mga pangyayari. Naka-impluwensya din siguro yung pagiging present niya during the pandemic response. Ngunit sa tingin ko, yung ruta na yon na naging daan para sa pagkapangulo ni Duterte noong 2016, maaaring maging iba yung pag-package kay Mayor Isko.
The political science professor added that economic recovery will be a key issue in next year's polls. He said voters will look at the candidates' platforms to see if they have plans for the country's post-pandemic recovery.
Positioning of the candidates will comprise two things. Unang-una, kung sila po ay mga incumbent at sila po ay nakikit sa administrasyon na to, titignan po ang kanilang performance on how they responded with the pandemic. At pangalawa, kung hindi naman po sila incumbent o nasa administrasyon, ano po yung alternatibong ipapangako nila, ano yung may offer nilang kakaiba dun sa ginawang pandemic response ng administrasyon.
But since a lot of opposition candidates are eyeing to run in next year's polls, analysts see the administration's candidate gaining an advantage. Others are saying Isko's choice to run with a medical doctor may have been a pandemic-related strategy. And just like the mayor, Doc Willie Ong also has a large social media following. But Professor Carlos said this is still not an assurance of a win.
We don't vote in tandem here. This doctor has so many millions of followers, but the followers does not translate. For all hindi pa nga voters yun. Kung voters sila, hindi sila nakaregister. Kung nakaregister sila, hindi sila magpupunta sa polls sa mainland. Ang daming variables, di ba?
Meanwhile, Moreno's campaign strategist admitted Doc Willie Ong was not their first choice as running mate. Moreno's camp said the mayor's first choice was Senator Grace Poe. But the lawmaker refused because of her personal relationship with the family of Senate President Tito Soto, the running mate of Senator and presidential hopeful Ping Lacson.
The Meralco Bolts successfully bagged a twice-to-beat advantage in the quarterfinals of the PBA Philippine Cup. This after denying an NLEX comeback yesterday to close out the match at 104-101. With this latest loss, NLEX fell to 5-6 and is now in danger of dropping to 7 in the quarterfinals. Meanwhile, San Miguel all but eliminated Alaska from contention with a nail-biter match that ended at 101-100. The Beermen ended the elimination round with a 7-4 record, good enough for the 4th seed. For today, two crucial games are on schedule. It is the Bolts versus the Barangay in game number 1, and Batang Pier versus the Aces in game number 2. Ginebra, Alaska, and Northport all need to win today if they want better chances of making it to the post-elimination play. Here are the stories to watch out for later today. Part 2 of President Duterte's latest talk to the people is scheduled to air this morning at 9 a.m. The Joint Congressional Oversight Committee is set to check the automated election system as preparations for next year's polls. And the national costume competition of Miss Universe Philippines happens later today. And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us again later at 10 a.m. as we monitor the day's biggest stories from sunrise to sundown. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.